we did when we were 20. Doctors now call NO the body's miracle molecule. Neo 40 Daily is a revolutionary, clinically proven lozenge that melts in your mouth and immediately helps your body create nitric oxide, which helps boost your circulation, relax arteries, and maintain healthy blood pressure levels. I've been taking Neo 40 Daily. It's my new favorite product. Go to jerry40.com now. And with the Jerry Special, you get a 30-day free supply with your first order. You also get free saliva testing strips, and you get a free book, The NO Solution. And, of course, free shipping and a 100% money-back guarantee. So call 800-901-4627 or go to jerry40.com. 800-901-4627. Again, 800-901-4627 or go to jerry40.com. Do it now.
Buying gold to protect your wealth is a big decision. Who you buy from is a bigger decision. Desert Gold Exchange has better prices, better service. Desert Gold Exchange will work hard to get you the most gold and silver for the lowest price. Call now, 888-852-4343. Desert Gold Exchange is a family-owned and operated company. They take the time to listen to your questions and goals to figure out which type of gold and silver is best for your portfolio or IRA. The economy is a scary place right now, so please take the time to call my friends at DGE at 888-852-4343 to find out how to protect your financial future from what lies ahead. Call 888-852-4343 or visit dgegold.com. That's 888-852-4343 or click dgegold.com and make sure you tell them you heard it on the radio for a special offer. Remember, prepare today to prosper tomorrow.
CEOs, feeling irritable, listless, anxious? Employees feeling sluggish or lacking commitment? You could be suffering from business low T or low technology, an affliction commonly associated with outdated, inefficient human capital management systems. Paycom uses unique technology to increase employee efficiency, reducing risk, all while eliminating the telltale symptom of low T, paying more every year for the same outdated software. With Paycom, your business T levels will skyrocket. Warning, use Paycom only as directed. Side effects include increased productivity, profits, and morale. Paycom has been known to cause regular heartbeats and nights filled with sleep. It's time you had an honest conversation with your HR staff about switching your old low-T system to Paycom. Text the word CLOUD, that's C-L-O-U-D, to 511-511 and receive a free guide. The top 7 tips to consider when switching HR and payroll companies. CLOUD to 511-511. Remember to text the word CLOUD to 511-511 and receive the top 7 tips. Paycom. Raise the bar on HR.
Talk 1470 WWNN Pompano Beach, Boca Raton, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Launching for Charity reminds listeners that more veterans are returning home over the next few years, and many are local. These heroes have military training and valuable professional skills. They need jobs. That's why Launching for Charity is encouraging all businesses. Let's hire smart and hire vets, courtesy of retired Army veteran Robert Block, his family, and staff at Launching for Charity, where they are proud to be a member of our community and happy to be involved in this awareness effort. That's Launching for Charity, 2108 Southwest 176 Terrace, Miramar.
Hi, it's Peter Leonard with the Food for Thought radio show. Food, wine, entertainment, and so much more. Tune in every Thursday evening from 6 till 8 or join us live from Meatball Room in Regency Court in Boca. We'll see you there.
Hearing loss is a growing health issue among young adults and older Americans, with the condition today affecting more than 48 million people nationwide. Now is the time to preserve your hearing. That means limiting exposure to loud noises, using ear protection when attending sports events or music concerts, and following the 60-60 rule, which means limiting the use of earbud headphones to 60 minutes at a time and at 60% of the device's maximum volume. Talk to a hearing healthcare provider or your physician and schedule a hearing test. It's also important to discuss hearing loss with your family and seek treatment. Common signs include turning up the volume on the TV or radio to the level that others find too loud, having trouble hearing people on the phone, or difficulty with following conversations in noisy environments. Hearing loss can affect your ability to stay connected to friends and family, contributing to social isolation, lower earnings, depression, dementia, and higher risk of falls. For more information about hearing loss and other ways to improve your health as you age, go to www.hearingloss.org. This has been a public service message from the Hearing Loss Association of America, High Health Innovations, and the station.
This is Talk 1470. Talk 1470. WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Welcome to the Ask the Expert Show with local celebrity hosts Steve O and Rene. Sit back each week while Steve O and Rene educate you with live in-studio experts, such as lawyers, doctors, home improvement, and financial experts in their field. Call in and have your questions answered each week at 888-565-1470. Now, here is Steve O and Rene with today's expert in their field.
Good afternoon, and welcome to another Ask the Experts, where we bring in the top experts in South Florida in the area of legal, health, financial, and home improvement. And do we have a lineup today? This next show is absolutely one of my favorite shows to do because there's so many people who are uneducated when it comes time to insurance, the insurance companies trying to take advantage. Well, we have a lawyer today who's not going to let anybody take advantage.
An insurance lawyer.
Exactly. Now, if you want to watch the show today, you can watch us right now live at www.wwnnradio.com. When you come to the homepage, right there on the left-hand side, it says WWNN TV. Click there, and voila, you can watch us live. I am so excited about today's show. And in the second half hour, we have Gil Ballou with
From Ballou and Ballou
Foreclosure Defense. So let me introduce you to, you should say this name because you
Michael Puchadas. Welcome to the show, Michael.
Attorney Michael Puchadas.
Yes, insurance attorney Michael Puchadas.
Good afternoon.
How you doing,
Welcome
bro?
to the show.
Thank you for having me back.
I got to tell you, our last show, I was going to tell you why we're in here. We got about 10 emails from people saying, you got to run a show like that again. That was really, people don't understand.
Well, you're educating everybody in this area. And people are not knowledgeable.
That's the plan, absolutely, to educate the general public about their rights against insurance companies or homeowner and business owner insurance companies, and what to do when they suffer damages to their property.
And you've been on both ends of the spectrum because you are definitely the expert because you work with insurance companies, so
Absolutely.
you know the ins and outs.
I used to defend insurance companies against insurance claims. I also was a part owner of a property and casualty insurance company, and now I'm on the other side, and I have been for the last 7 years. So, yes.
Which gives you an edge.
The ins and outs of how to handle claims and what it is that the insurance companies do, the lengths that they go to deny
not pay. Yes.
your claims and not pay and get away with it.
Let's start off. Let's tell people, first of all, there's insurance adjusters, and then there is a lawyer who handles this, which it's kind of duh. I know the difference because I don't want to have a lawyer coming up to me versus some guy who says they're an insurance adjuster.
Yes.
Right, exactly. So tell everybody a little bit about your firm.
Right. I am not a public adjuster. I am an attorney. I've been practicing law for 25 years in the state of Florida. I do have public adjusters that work for my law office. However, they do not represent you, nor should a public adjuster be representing you, frankly. Because, and the reason why is because unlike a public adjuster, the lawyer is paid separately by Florida law, by Florida Statute 627-428. The attorney who represents you on a property insurance claim receives a separate check, covering his or her fees and costs. See, the attorney receives a separate check paid directly by the insurance company, unlike what you see with the public adjuster. The public adjuster takes a percentage of the money they're able to obtain for you. So
and typically, what's the percentage they take?
20-30%,
right,
is what they take, and it's 20% or 30% of a much smaller piece than what an attorney can get for you, because the attorney is just going to be more respected by the insurance company. The insurance company wants to avoid litigation, wants to avoid having to face off with the attorney in court. So when you have an attorney like myself representing you from the beginning, where we're handling your claim, we're calling it in, I'm sending one of my employee adjusters to your home to prepare an estimate, take photographs, gather the evidence, and then when we report that on your behalf, my law office is representing you from day one. So that's the reason why we're able to get your claim settled a lot quicker, for more money, and without having to charge you anything, because the insurance company then to boot pays me separately. So
Right.
given that, why would anybody,
Want to go just through a public adjuster?
anybody want to hire a public adjuster?
And now a public adjuster can't go into litigation, can't go into court. So I know I told you this last month when you were on. My sister went through some, putting in a claim for her kitchen floor. She had pipes that burst, and she had a public adjuster. And what happened was they were denying her claim, and then she actually, collected for it, but minimally.
Right.
So if she had an attorney, it would have been different.
Yeah, and what they do is once the public adjuster reaches their dead end, then they will, because they can go up to that point. Then the only way for a homeowner or business owner to continue is by hiring an attorney, because as you said, Rene, the public adjuster is not a lawyer, cannot file lawsuits, cannot appear in court, cannot put the pressure on the insurance company. So. In those many cases where public adjusters take you halfway down the road, they need to refer the case over to an attorney, so the attorney can get the remaining amount of money, which is really the mother load, the stuff that comes on the back end. But guess what? Since you've already signed a contract with the public adjuster,
I was just going to ask you
you're
that,
going to
yeah.
have to pay the public adjuster the 20-30% that he got you on that first little check. Okay, and then also on the check that the attorney gets you down the road, you're still going to have to pay the adjuster.
The initial one?
The 20-30%, because you have a contract with the public adjuster. So basically, the adjuster will take 20-30% of your money all the way through, even if it's a lawyer who ultimately gets you the money. So again,
that's crazy. That really is.
So
And look at the time that you've wasted when they first have to bring an attorney in, where you start off right away.
Absolutely. So we start off.
Why would you go to a public adjuster then?
It makes no sense, and that's why we're here to educate the general public about, because public adjusters do a lot of course, advertising. They're very effective, and public adjusters are good for what they do. They're good for preparing an estimate and taking 20% of your money. But I have those public adjusters working for me as employees for my law office. Because what we do is that we report your claim, we process it very aggressively against the insurance company. We put the pressure that no public adjuster ever can, and then we end up, getting you a lot more money, a lot faster, and I get paid separately. So you're not giving up 20-30% of your money. So it really makes no economic sense whatsoever to have a public adjuster. And public adjusters like me as well, because I send them the work. I mean, I have them on salary. They don't have to be hustling, around town trying to pick up clients and going door to door. I send them work. They go, but they don't represent you. They go, they go to your home. I sent them to your home. They prepare an estimate. They bring back the estimate. Then all of that goes under my letterhead. I'm your representative. I am your attorney from day one. So, and again, it's intended to get you quicker results without having to pay any money at all.
The insurance company is not going to play with that.
Exactly. Insurance company, and insurance companies perhaps don't want to hear this either, because, they would rather, and as a former insurance company executive, I would much rather deal with a public adjuster than with an attorney.
Of course.
Because, the insurance companies can to some extent, get away with certain things with the public adjuster than as compared to an attorney. So from my former life as an insurance company executive, we would generally, for the most part, deny most claims on behalf of a client that's being represented by a public adjuster.
Right.
And then we'd wait and see what they would do. If they were serious about pursuing their claim, then they would go hire an attorney. And when they would hire an attorney, then I would say, all right, let's try to resolve the case. But many people would just either go away or and never resume the case because they thought they had lost, because they hired a public adjuster, they got nothing, so they went away and didn't pursue it, and leaving behind a lot of money. And
that's what the insurance companies hope for.
Absolutely, that's what I used to hope for when I was a former insurance company executive. But now that we know better, you need to really think through that next time you suffer any kind of damage to your home, whether it be a roof leak.
I had a roof leak. But wait, let me just say something. I did have a roof leak, and I actually put a claim into the insurance company. I had a public adjuster that came to the house. I collected nothing, and you know what I did? I walked away.
Yeah, because you didn't know.
I was uneducated. You're educating me now.
Yeah.
Our next door neighbor just told me something I never really realized. They had a huge flood. So I said, did you get a public adjuster? And he said to me, yeah, but the guy didn't get us any money. I said, do you realize we have a public adjuster? He's not a public adjuster. He's an attorney. So, but you know what he said? He said, I thought that area was only when there was a hurricane.
No.
I didn't realize all the things. So tell people the things that can go wrong.
Right. And like in everything, information is money. Information is
key.
Key to everything we do in life. And of course, sometimes people, special interests want to block that information. They don't want you, the general public, to be aware of these things. Of course, they would like you to think that the only time you're entitled to have an attorney is when there is a hurricane, because we only have a hurricane once or twice every decade. Okay, so they don't want you to know that you have the right to have an attorney representing you every single day when it rains, when we get an afternoon windstorm. Every single time that your plumbing breaks.
Pipe breaks.
If you have a small fire or any size of fire, mold in your home, vandalism, theft, when they break in,
you're entitled to put that claim in.
All of those claims are entitled. I mean, you're paying an insurance company thousands of dollars a year in premium. Okay, and you expect in return for that the insurance company will pay your claim when you suffer a legitimate loss. Of course, when you have damages. That's the purpose of having insurance. It's not the purpose of insurance is not just to pay a premium to enrich the insurance company and get nothing in return, but because insurance companies, are afraid of lawyers. They send out misinformation, and public adjusters sometimes do the same. Unfortunately. To prevent you from hiring an attorney who's actually going to get you what you need, more quickly than anybody else, and so don't be misled by all that misinformation out there about your rights under your insurance policy. You pay a lot every year. Every year they raise your premium, they increase your deductible, they cut back your coverages, and you just, every year pay it,
Well, people think if you have a fire, then you cover it, and that's it. Or a storm.
Yeah.
But that's not the case.
That's not, and then when those things do happen, those catastrophic events do happen, then many people think they can do it by themselves and go alone, and of course, that's easy picking for the insurance company. When they see that you're by yourself and you're reporting a claim, they're gonna tell you a whole bunch of stuff that's not true.
Denied.
No, they may not outright deny. They'll just
I got denied for my leak.
In your case, even worse. But in bigger cases like fires and the hurricanes, things of that nature, they'll just pay you something for you to go away, and then you think,
Michael, I got nothing, Michael.
In your case, you got
nothing. Because I didn't
nothing.
hire you.
Yeah. Give everybody your phone number.
Yes.
Write this down, because don't start Googling when you have a problem. You never know when something's going to happen. We have the creme de la creme with us right now here in studio. Give me your phone number.
My phone number is 305-908-1860. Now, that's a Miami number, but we service all of Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach. And the number, again, is 305-908-1860. You can also check out our website.
Great site.
In fact, on our website, we have last month's broadcast of Ask the Experts. And we also have testimonials from live actual clients that you can hear, and a lot more information about my firm. The website is www.mapuchadaslaw.com. Puchadas is P as in Peter, UCHAD as in David, ES as in Sam, law.com. So it's www.mapuchadaslaw.com.
And you do house calls.
We do house calls. You never ever have to leave your home.
So if you're in Palm Beach County, don't worry about that. He's in Miami, because he'll come to you.
We have adjusters. I mean, I personally won't go to you because my where I am every day is in court. That's
fighting for his clients.
My battleground is in court. What I send to you are our public adjusters, who work as employees for my firm. They're the ones, and we have adjusters that work for our office located up here in Palm Beach and Broward in Miami-Dade. So, we're just a phone call away. We'll you call our office, we'll screen your claim, educate you a little bit about, the coverages that you have. We'll ensure that you have coverage under your existing insurance policy. And then we'll send out one of our adjusters to go out to your home, coordinate the date, the time, whenever it's convenient for you. And then they'll go to your house and prepare the estimate for the repairs to your
And
home.
you also have contractors
And
that
we
you'll
do.
send for free estimates as well.
Yeah, especially when you have a plumbing leak, for instance, and you don't know where exactly it's coming from. You'll need a plumber to go do an inspection and investigate where the leak is coming from. So we get a report from the plumber so we can present that to the insurance company. When we present the claim to the insurance company, we've already dotted all our I's and crossed our T's. We're telling the insurance company, here it is, this is the cause, this is what it's going to cost to fix. You got 30 days. Either pay up or we're filing a lawsuit.
Love it.
Hey,
That's
we're going
great.
to go to a break, but when we come back, I tell you what, I love hearing the stories that their insurance company was going to give them a certain amount. You come in and how much you actually got them. I love hearing stories like that. We will be right back.
Roof leaks, broken plumbing, fire, theft, vandalism. Your home insurance policy covers these damages and much more. As a licensed Florida attorney for over 20 years in claims management and insurance litigation, the law office of Michael A. Puchadas can handle your claim at every stage, including litigation, should your insurance company refuse to pay. At no cost to you, their legal team provides 24-hour claim reporting, free inspections and estimates by qualified loss consultants within 24 hours of your call, full-service legal representation until your claim is paid in full. And if a lawsuit must be filed to force the insurance company to pay for your damages, the legal fees and costs are paid directly by the insurance company. No recovery, no fees. The law office of Michael A. Puchadas will turn property damage into money in your pocket to fix your home at no cost to you. Don't keep wasting time and money making repairs on your own. Call the law firm of Michael A. Puchadas today, 305-908-1859.
And we're back. Listen, the purpose of this show is we never know if we're going to be in trouble, especially when it comes to your home. Leaks, you just mold, mildew, you never know. But when you finally find out, you go start Googling, and we've got the finest of the finest. We're saying
get out a pen.
The legwork.
Yes.
So, yes, get out your pen. And I was just telling Michael, I said, you know what, I want you to brag a little bit, because you hear these stories how maybe a public adjuster or maybe someone, the insurance company offered $20,000, and you come in and you get them $70,000, and that might be a little. But I'm just saying, just share a few stories.
I guess really it's every single case, every claim, every penny counts is our philosophy. The one area, the obvious things, of course, hurricanes, big fires, but those are far in between, and no one ever wants that. No one wants there to be a Category 5 hurricane that cause chaos in our cities, nor does anyone, want to have to deal with a fire loss. Those are very catastrophic events. The things that are overlooked every single day are windstorm, roof leak cases, the plumbing leaks, the roof leaks caused by windstorm. These are things the insurance company also, we talked about misinformation before, don't want you to be aware that apart from a hurricane, which you may be able to claim for once a decade or once every 5 years or whatever, we haven't had a hurricane since 2005. That's been 9 years now since Wilma. But every afternoon, we get a passing windstorm. Wind is wind-driven rain, and that ultimately produces leaks in your roof. You have coverage for that.
And most people don't know that.
And people don't know
or
that.
Or even a pipe bursting.
Exactly. But those passing storms, that people are unaware about, generate, $15,000, $20,000, to help fix your roof and to fix all of the interior water damage, including, remediating the mold and the mildew. Because when you have leaks, then behind those walls, there's moisture, and that moisture produces mold. Which is bad, for your health, particularly if you have young children or elderly people living in your house. What you need to be aware of is not take for granted are those relatively smaller losses as compared to, what most people believe, insurance is for. Just hurricanes and fires, and that's it. No, there's so much more.
Your sister's floor.
It just
Right, which I mentioned before.
It just caved in.
From a pipe.
The plumbing, and that happens when you have plumbing leaks. Sometimes your tile, there's moisture underneath the floor tiles, and that starts
The whole floor buckled.
debonding.
Yes.
Exactly, and it starts getting the tiles become loose, and then one day you step on a tile and it cracks, and you wonder how did that happen. And then sometimes the floor will actually start to sink as well, and that's because you have a plumbing leak from one of those old cast iron pipes underneath the slab of your floor or behind some wall that you cannot see, and you have coverage for that. We send our plumber out there, he finds the leak, and then my adjuster will write an estimate that would include ripping out and replacing all your floors.
And sometimes
Brand
the
new.
cabinets as well.
Absolutely. Kitchen cabinets, bathrooms, brand new bathrooms.
Carpeting underneath.
Right.
Oh my! There's so many things.
I mean, these are things again that are overlooked daily. And people, are saying, "Wow, my roof is old, and when will the next hurricane come so that I can get some money back from all those years of paying insurance premium, to actually fix my roof?" Hey,
It doesn't work like
it
that.
happens every
Yeah.
afternoon, folks.
Yeah.
Every afternoon you have an opportunity when it rains hard, and it's wind-driven rain to make a claim for a windstorm, okay, for leaks caused by windstorm. So, we're talking about a lot of money that is there and you're entitled to receive because you're a covered homeowner. You have an insurance policy that gives you the right to make claims like that. So don't be deceived. Don't be misled. You have the right to make claims for windstorm, for plumbing leaks, for mold, for vandalism. Now it's trick or treat, right? It's Halloween. Some kids, throw some rocks and break a window or something. You have
And that's
coverage
covered.
for that.
but I've actually seen the insurance company only want to pay for the tile that was ruined, but when you guys come in, you might say, "Hey,
And you can't match
can't
up the
match
tile.
that tile
Right,
up.
exactly. You have to
Absolutely.
replace the whole
it's
floor.
the whole thing."
Many of the homes here in South Florida, they're older homes. Most of them now we have new developments, but particularly the older homes, that's tile's been discontinued for years. You can never find a match. So even if the plumber has to break through 4 or 5 pieces of tile, there's no way, when that hole is left behind,
You
that
can't
can
replace it.
replace it
Right.
with the same kind of tile. So we have to take out all the tile throughout the house. If it runs continuous in every room of your home, you have a right to restore your floors, with brand new continuous tile.
Right.
So yeah, again, there's so much more that in this brief time we cannot
What is
cover.
the process when someone first comes to you? Let's just say they had roof damage. So they come to you, and what is the process? How does it start?
Yeah, well, typically people will call our office, whether it's from my website or calling the office at, again, the number is 305-908-1860, 305-908-1860. So we receive your call. The process involves one of my staff members screening, the call, making sure you have insurance, and then setting up the appointment for the adjuster, my adjuster, who works for my law office, comes out
Which
to your
doesn't
home.
take a percentage.
Who will not take a percentage. They get paid every Friday. They get paid a check and they move on. They're happy. They got 10, 20 homes to do weekly, and they each get paid for preparing an estimate and
Right, so
bringing
they're not
back
taking
the photographs.
20%.
They're not taking 20%. I am paying them. I pay them
Right.
to go visit you.
It's a much better deal.
Yeah. And then the only one that gets paid after you get paid, I get paid afterwards, and I get paid separately via separate check. My name doesn't appear on your check. Your name doesn't appear on my check. And again, I am paying along the way the adjuster who's coming out to your home. I am paying to file a lawsuit in court. The clerk of court fee costs anywhere from $300 to $450 per case for the filing fee to have the lawsuit filed. I'm paying all those costs. If I have to send a plumber out to your house, and he expects to be paid something for his report. So I am paying all of your expenses, all of your costs, and I do that because I know in the back end, after I recover the money from you and you get paid by the insurance company is going to send me a check to pay for my fees and costs.
Which does not come out of your amount that you get.
No, it doesn't come out of it.
That's what people need to understand.
I call you, Rene. Rene, look, we got $20,000 for you to replace your bathroom from that shower pan leak. Okay, $20,000. I was able to get that. I think that's a good thing. I have contractors, by the way, they can do it for that.
So you can sit back and you handle everything.
And then when you say, Michael, that sounds good, and I'm happy. It took 30 days, 45 days for you to call me with the $20,000 and say that's it. So you're happy? Yes, I'm happy. Call the insurance company. Okay, we will settle this out for $20,000. Then now you got to pay my fees and costs. Okay, and then I tell them, okay, in this case I spend 20 hours, preparing the case, and I spend money on the adjuster that I paid. Spent $400 to file a lawsuit. $200 for the plumber's report. All these things plus my fees.
Right,
I'm entitled to. I've been practicing law 25 years, and my hourly rate is $300, $400 depending on the case. But you don't have to worry about that. It doesn't. You, the homeowner, you, my client, don't have to worry about that because it's the insurance company
pays for that.
By law, Florida Statute 627-428 is required to pay me, the attorney, separately for the time and money that I expend, invest in representing you.
Which is totally amazing. And you don't just do residential, you do commercial as well.
Oh, absolutely. Commercial, big high rises, multifamily, residential, storefronts,
This is amazing.
Commercial, doctors. I mean, I've had many dentist offices. I don't know why dentist offices suffer so many plumbing breaks, but anyway, they
use a lot of water.
Yeah, exactly.
They do.
You're right. That's exactly right. And I have a lot of dentist offices and even veterinarians, that have had plumbing breaks and they get into the office and there's a flood in their office and their equipment has been destroyed and now they suffer a business interruption because they have to close their office for a week or two. So there are a host of problems there. I send out a water mitigation company that comes out and dries out everything. And then you have in commercial policies you have the right to make a lost income claim, a business interruption claim, because during those 2 weeks that you're closed, you have to forego seeing X number of patients and whatnot. So, yeah, the commercial policies open up another area, another host of coverages that you have. Never go it alone. Really, they're complicated policies.
This is such a no-brainer.
It really is.
We're doing everything for you
I
here.
am never calling a public adjuster again. That's all I'm saying.
Nothing against public adjusters.
No, of course not. But why do that? Why would I give 20% of my claim and not even collect everything?
The insurance companies, trust me, have got big lawyers. So why would you not want your big lawyer that doesn't cost you a dime to go up against these guys? It's a no-brainer. Give them your phone number one more time. We're coming to the end. I love doing this show. Because it affects so many homeowners, and we have so many homeowners.
Can I tell you something? It affects all the homeowners because at one time or another, you're going to have a claim.
Exactly.
The number, once again, is 305-908-1860, 305-908-1860. Again, we have offices, and we can reach you all the way from Key West up to
Martin County, because we're
Martin County.
Good.
Absolutely. So, we come to you, we make the house calls, and you would never, ever have to pay me a dime to represent you, and we'll get you quick results. And, we're just a phone call away. Give us a call. Check out the website.
Just sit back, and Michael Puchadas will handle it all.
Thanks for coming on.
The website again, last time.
Yeah, go ahead.
www.mapuchadeslaw.com. Check it out. Thank you very much. Happy Halloween. Have a safe weekend.
And we will have
Perfect.
Michael
Thanks,
will be
Michael.
back with us in November, which is a day away, but we'll have more of, I love this show, Insurance Talk, where we're going to take care of your insurance and get you the money you deserve. Thanks again, Michael.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michael.
Thank
We
you both.
will be right back with Gil Ballou.
From Bilu and
Ballou and
Bilu.
Ballou, yes, we'll be right back.
Roof leaks, broken plumbing, fire, theft, vandalism. Your home insurance